John Renteria.
No question, we need to entertain creative development when it comes to revitalizing downtown. We don't have enough by way of, or aren't doing enough, as I should say, as a city to fill in those empty shops that JP is referring to. There's no reason we should see the emptiness we see on Main Street right now. What the hell is going on? I mean, what has the city done over the years, as far as those property owners who have kept those buildings empty? What's going on there? Is it really the marketing that's driving away potential businesses from the downtown area? Are we doing enough to draw in a diversity of business interests and commerce? And also when it's coming to the housing developers, what are we doing as a city in terms of affordable housing incentives or requirements of developers to allow mixed use or low income housing in all these projects we're seeing going up? We're going to have the people there, but we need to do more by way of filling up Main Street so it's much more vibrant, much more diverse, much more entertaining, and much more of a draw to people not only who live within the city surrounding area, but also outside. We need much more by way of entertainment. The liquor laws in the state in terms of nightclub development and things of that nature that really draw young people and older alike is something that we need to also investigate, and whether that's something for the legislature to start relaxing on when it comes to our liquor laws, so that we could have a vibrant nightlife in the downtown area as we used to in the disco days of the 70s. It's not that far back. I remember how active it was back then. And why can't we have it again? I think we don't do enough with the property owners, and the city needs to really get on the ball with that.
And finally, Keith Christensen.
Thank you. If you haven't seen, or if you haven't taken the time to look at Downtown Rising's plan, I would encourage you to do so. Start with, I support it. I think it has a vision for our future, the vision for the downtown of this great Salt Lake City. And look at it, it's not a plan that can't be tweaked. It's a plan that ought to be considered, though. And it talks about the kinds of things that I think the person that submitted this question would be interested in. And apparently a lot of people that have supported the question. Downtown Rising is a good plan. Let's look at it. Let's consider implementing it. But now, having said that, there are a couple of things that come to mind. And you've got to understand, those shops along Main Street, if I give you the money to open the store, you may go broke if we don't get people to you. You've got to get people frequenting that area. So with downtown, it isn't. And when people say, what do you do about Main Street? Well, Main Street's a big area. It's a great big area. And so I believe, and what I will do is focus on each individual block of Main Street. Those blocks, if you think about it, and you know the blocks, they have different personalities. You encourage commercial development, high-rise office development in the CBD of our downtown, where that is appropriate. And you encourage and facilitate, and government should never dictate, but should facilitate, the arts, visual and performing arts, restaurant and nightlife activity in a certain area of our downtown. Don't have time tonight, but I can tell you that I know the people that will come and work on these things, but we've got to look at every single block. Now, having said all of that, we need people to live downtown. We need people living down there. We've talked about mobility. We've talked about some of the environmental issues created by traffic. Live downtown, and we must encourage the development of housing downtown. If people live there, they're going to walk out of their homes, and they're going to frequent businesses downtown. Parking is an issue. You know, politicians decided some time ago that big, wide, beautiful sidewalks would bring people downtown and took all the parking away. Well, hello. Now we can't park, so we don't go there. I would like to see you bring your energy-efficient vehicles, your bikes, and walk, live, walk, transit, light rail, all the kinds of things that we ought to be doing. And you kind of have to do all of this together. You can't just, if they build it, they will come. Let's get people living downtown. Let's support the Downtown Rising plan. It is a good vision for our future. But you need people downtown, so let's live there, let's work there, let's play there, and let's make it easy for people to come in and out. We've got to give people parking.